Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29, back again, this time covering some Fool's Gold. And just to point out that there has been a small change in regards to the conversion price. Okay, seeing that the US price for this comic is $3.99. And because I'm a customer at my LCS, it falls under standing order. Shelf price, it's $7.95, so just under $8. But because I get my 10% off through my LCS, it's actually $7.15. So, what are we reviewing today? Superman Action Comics 1022. I've read through the story. Now here is my review. Starting off with the cover rating. I'd give it a 3 out of 10. How much I think the cover's worth? Probably $1.50. The internal art. Now let me get around to showing the internal art. Absolutely incredible internal art. And here we go again, this is towards the end. Rating for the art, 3 out of 10. As for how much I think it's worth, another $2, so that's about $5 if I remember adding it up correctly. I might have made a mistake. If I have made that mistake, do point out what it is in text. Now, the story. Alright, things that I like to look out for in a story. Cast of characters. Do we get a good recognition of cast of characters? Yes, we do. I quite enjoy what happened here in regards to showing the reader the cast of characters within the story. We get locations in this story, so that plays quite a big part within the story. We get places like the Daily Planet, but it wasn't clearly stated. But we did get to see it mainly in picture. We also got to see Kansas. We also got to see the Fortress of Solitude. As well as Brian Michael Bendis's still forgetting to point out whereabouts, the exact location of where Red Cloud likes to hide out with her boss. Like, is it outside of Metropolis? Is it on the coast of Metropolis? Where the fuck is it? Another thing missing is time. When is this occurring? And we never really get any accurate answers. We do get one small comic reference though, but that's just just go read the Young Justice series, and it really doesn't really help the reader. Of course, as you can see, the title of this arc is The House of Kent, which I'm guessing will probably go for about 3 or 4 issues. There is some story dialogue which just does not work with the story, and it makes Brian Michael Bendis in his storytelling that, number one, he's trying to promote incest between John Samuel Kent and Connor Kent. That's how bad it comes off in some of the dialogue. And you really don't want to get that across to your audience. Unless you have personal fetishes in that Brian Michael Bendis that you haven't told your audience. Someone call CPS on this man. I'm only joking. So, total for the artist is about $5. Now, for the story, I still got to rate the story. There were improvements made in locations, so in regards to locations and cast, it goes up to about 4 out of 10. That's just in regards to that. Comic reference, the comic reference could have been made a little bit more clearer. And what I mean by a little bit more clearer is, like, in covering what you're trying to get across with Connor Kent, if the story that you are trying to relay to the reader is, say, in Young Justice issue 15 or issue 16, you need to be more clearer in showing that to the reader. Like, if you've got this pre-planned within the arc, this needs to be made clearer to the reader. Because he failed in the area of time, like when this takes place, he gets a 0 out of 10 for that. But overall, in regards to the story, I'm going to have to say maybe a 1.5 to a 2.5 out of 10. But you're only getting the extra points in regards to a little bit more clarity in regards to location and cast appearance, and how clear that was made for the reader. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, I forgot to cover something. How much I think the story's worth. Do I think it's worth the $8? Not really. I'd say 75 cents at least. And I'll leave you to convert that over into US prices. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, let's keep it colourful.